Hey everybody, I'm Kris Eden.
Hey, Kris.
Hey, I was asked to talk about the baby goods exchange about a week ago, and I've been thinking about what this thing is. I've been on the baby goods exchange. I don't even know how long, but I think 7 or 8 years, and I'm not the first draft of the thing even. I'm part of this team as the faithfulness of people like Martha Grace, like Allison Weir. Like we've been at this for a long time. This very simple idea, it's almost too simple even to explain what the baby goods exchange is. It's got this it's got this uber practicality and this mysteriousness too. It's always different. In its practicality, it's opening a space to people, bringing in donations from our thrift stores of largely baby clothes, but also things like strollers, toys, books, maternity clothes, just all kinds of items that in the life of a small child need a life beyond that child because they're still useful. And in a world that's just buying, a lot of people can't keep up with that sort of a tide, and need a stopgap like the baby goods exchange provides. It's provisional. It's practical. People beyond the thrift store can bring their goods. There's this sort of just churning, and in that churning, there's this chance for those people to relate to one another too. The baby goods exchange is full of parents talking to each other who wouldn't otherwise have met, and having these exchanges that create relationships. Create new possibilities for parenting for everybody involved. It's spectacular. The mystery is that I've been thinking a long time about what it would look like to a sociologist to study the baby goods exchange for a long time just by the clothes and the gender of the clothes, like the piles for the boys' clothes, one exchange versus the next. There's no rhyme or reason to it. But there's probably a larger sociological story behind those waves. And we're never going to know. At least I'm not going to be studying that. And that's just that's just one of the mysteries of what this thing is. Who's coming? Some of my work this week has been trying to cull stories from our baby goods exchange audience. It did not work. The things that people want to share on our Facebook page and talk about are largely the last baby goods exchange and what was there, and the next baby goods exchange and what's going to be there. Try talking to them about the baby goods exchange itself, but they don't have time for that. They're in it for one thing. I'm learning about this entity that I've been involved with. I think it's just, as long as I've been a part of it, for me, that never knowing what's going to arrive, what needs are going to be met, where we might need to take someone aside and try and figure out something else if something is not at the table for them. There's this deeper mystery, I guess, that always leaves me baffled, and I guess is slowly teaching me about generosity. I wouldn't say I'm any good at that or even understanding it. I constantly worry. But it is a beautiful thing to be in a place on a Saturday morning and watch that sharing and that giving take place, and to see maybe where there's like another way we can relate to each other and even all get what we need. Thanks.